Good morning. So, over the next 3 days, I'm going to be answering your direct questions. We call it Ask Me Anything, or AMA for short. I think everyone here in the Darren Daily community will relate with these questions and then also benefit from the answers. So, you ready? Okay. The first question comes from Jeannie Morton, who asked, what piece of advice would you give to business owners seeking balance? Yeah, okay, Jeannie. So, this is one of the great misnomers that I continually hear is the idea of quote unquote life balance. It's total horsepucky. There is no such thing, and seeking it will only be foolhardy. Here is what I see happening. This elusive concept of life balance is making us feel guilty about everything all the time. Why? Because it's not possible. It doesn't exist. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's the unicorn, the leprechaun, Santa Claus, and the Tooth Fairy. You want those things to exist, but they just don't. It's just not the way this stuff works. Thus, all it does is take us off course, makes us feel like crap and like failures. We keep chasing the rainbows and end up perpetually frustrated that we never seem to get to that elusive pot of gold. So, let me give you the good news here, and this is it. Life balance is BS. Stop chasing it and rid yourself of the guilt of never having found it. You feel better already? Look, life is perpetual imbalance. You can't even walk without throwing yourself out of balance. Try it. Try to walk while staying in balance. Impossible. The very act of walking is throwing your body forward, essentially falling, only to kick your foot out in front of you just in time to catch your fall. Over and over. You are essentially perpetually falling as you walk. You have to become imbalanced to move forward. Instead of walking, it should be called perpetually following. That's life, perpetual imbalance. Life is in a constant state of flux. There are times when you need all hands on deck to tack the boat to avoid collision. And then there are times when you can just go hang out in the galley and play cards, and the boat will be on autopilot safely. Through it all, you are always going to have be changing priority of where you're giving your time and attention. You will always be off kilter and shifting your balance. So Jeannie and everybody else, instead of pursuing life balance, what you want to pursue is what I call whole life success. In the Living Your Best Year Ever program, I outline the life wheel and take you through an assessment to determine where you are in the key areas of life: business, finances, relationships, physical, mental, spiritual, family, and lifestyle. But you will be shifting priorities and attention and focus all the time. You see, if your marriage is on the brink of divorce, or you discover that your kid is abusing an illegal substance, or if you lose your job or your business gets hit with a competitive threat or financial difficulty, you need to get purposefully imbalanced to attack that area of your life. If you have a heart attack or you're on the brink, you can't just operate in balance while in crisis. You need to double down on that spindle of the life wheel. You will constantly be shifting priority and energy depending on the shifting tides, the shifting winds, and the circumstances as you captain your boat through rough seas. So the answer is this: seek to keep all 8 areas of your life wheel in check. That's the whole life success. But don't ever think that you're going to have it all in balance. Don't buy into the illusion that there is ever such a thing as balance. That's fictional hooey. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to answer a question coming from a Darren Daily member in Kentucky who says his weakest link is speaking before groups. He says if he could just master this one area, his stress from it would finally be over and he could move to even greater heights in his career. He asks what I suggest for him to do to get over the hump on this. So the answer to that, tomorrow. In the meantime, make it a great day today.